And I'm sure that's probably not public information yet, but who's the person that's #1 on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
It's a world full of love. What's wrong with you living in a world full of love? Even if you loving men, you full of love, bro.
Well, I don't know his sexuality, but he indulging with Diddy like that, and now he's invited to the Diddy parties. So all I can say is this, man. If two men lay down, how many get up?
Another name being dragged into the growing scandal surrounding Sean Diddy Combs is none other than Hollywood heavyweight Leonardo DiCaprio. Recently, a resurfaced video clip has been making the rounds, featuring Diddy admitting that Leonardo DiCaprio was at the top of his invite list for his notorious parties. In the clip, Diddy casually mentions that DiCaprio was #1 on my list when it came to his private gatherings.
Who's the person that's #1 on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
This has led to rampant speculation about what DiCaprio might know about Diddy's dark secrets, and whether he too could be involved in some of the more disturbing aspects of these parties. What makes this all the more intriguing is a video of DiCaprio awkwardly dancing at Diddy's 50th birthday party, which has resurfaced online in light of Diddy's recent arrest. The video has raised eyebrows, with fans now questioning whether DiCaprio was merely attending as a guest, or if he was aware of the darker, more secretive side of Diddy's infamous parties. Diddy's freak-offs, known for being drug-fueled, debauched gatherings where attendees were reportedly coerced into participating in sexual activities, have become a focal point of the scandal. With rumors swirling about Diddy's relationships with other men, some are beginning to question whether DiCaprio might have been pulled into Diddy's private world in a similar way. Given Diddy's history of secretly hooking up with men, it's not out of the realm of possibility that his interest in DiCaprio could have gone beyond mere friendship. Freddie P's revelations about Diddy's behavior have opened the door to a host of questions about who else might have been involved in or witnessed Diddy's alleged misconduct.
You know, deliver a message. It was important. Like, I had to do it. He said, long story short, I went to the security guard, I told him how important it was. He let me in the room, and when I came in the room, I seen Puffy busting. They was getting it in. It's a world full of love. What's wrong with you living in a world full of love? Even if you loving men, you full of love, bro.
With DiCaprio frequently seen at Diddy's parties, many are now wondering if the actor knows more than he's letting on. Could DiCaprio have seen or experienced things that he's kept hidden from the public? And more importantly, does he have his own reasons for staying silent about what goes on at these events? DiCaprio, known for keeping a relatively private personal life, has always maintained an air of mystery about his friendships and party-going lifestyle. His association with Diddy has long been documented, and their bond seems to have endured over the years. However, given the new light being shed on Diddy's private life, the nature of DiCaprio's involvement with Diddy's parties is now being questioned. There is also the possibility, one that's widely speculated, that DiCaprio attended Diddy's parties for a more straightforward reason: the women. DiCaprio has a well-known dating pattern, frequently dating women in their early 20s and famously cutting ties with them once they turn 25. Some believe that DiCaprio's primary motivation for attending Diddy's gatherings may have been to meet women. Diddy's parties were often filled with models and actresses, many of whom fit DiCaprio's dating profile. Could it be that DiCaprio, like many other Hollywood figures, was simply there to enjoy the company of young women rather than participating in the darker elements of Diddy's parties? Despite this theory, the rumors about Diddy's relationships with men have cast a shadow over DiCaprio's presence at these events. Diddy has long been rumored to have secret relationships with men, something that Freddie P and others close to him have hinted at. The music mogul's need to maintain power and control over those in his circle often included exploiting vulnerable individuals, and he allegedly used his wealth and influence to manipulate men as well. Given Diddy's own admission that DiCaprio was at the top of his guest list, some are beginning to question whether their relationship went beyond the surface. Could DiCaprio have been more than just a guest at Diddy's parties? While there is no direct evidence linking DiCaprio to the scandalous behavior allegedly happening behind closed doors, his close association with Diddy raises the question of whether he knew about the secret side of these gatherings. DiCaprio's awkward dancing at Diddy's 50th birthday party, coupled with his frequent presence at other Diddy-hosted events, suggests that he might have been privy to the darker truths surrounding the mogul's lifestyle. Still, it's entirely possible that DiCaprio was simply there for the girls. While Leonardo is hiding in the shadows, there is someone who is not afraid to speak the truth. Kanye West, now legally known as Ye, has never been one to hold back when it comes to voicing his opinions, and now a resurfaced video from an old Drink Champs podcast episode is putting his past comments about Sean Diddy Combs in a new light.
And the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address to my child. None of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
gave you the address, though?
Travis gave me the address.
Right.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard, fuck you, because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be able to do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my co-car. So y'all need to shut the fuck up about me. I'm Michael now. Every Michael you can think of, but mostly Godfather Michael now.
The video, originally recorded in October 2022, is now going viral again as Diddy faces serious charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and kidnapping. Ye's comments in the clip, which allege Diddy's involvement with federal authorities, have sparked renewed attention, leading many to wonder if Kanye was revealing more than just personal grievances. In the video, which had been removed shortly after airing due to other controversial statements Ye made during the interview, the rapper accuses Diddy of striking a deal with the feds. Ye's words are biting and direct, seemingly accusing Diddy of collaborating with law enforcement to avoid prison time, while allegedly agreeing to blackmail and manipulate others in the industry in exchange for his freedom. The reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, Kanye rants in the video, referring to Diddy by his old moniker, Puff Daddy. That's why you've got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be able to do all that and get out of jail is that you promised that you are gonna go pull my card. In the context of the interview, Ye seemed to be implying that Diddy had made some sort of arrangement to work with the authorities, sacrificing others in the process to protect himself. At the time, the interview drew heavy criticism and was eventually pulled, largely due to Ye's inflammatory remarks about other topics, including anti-Semitic comments and insensitive remarks about the death of George Floyd. However, with Diddy now facing serious charges, Kanye's words are being revisited, with fans speculating about whether there's more truth to the story than initially believed. The timing of this resurfaced clip is particularly curious. Diddy, who was arrested in September on federal charges, is facing accusations that go far beyond what the public had ever imagined. The charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and kidnapping have rocked the entertainment world, and many are now starting to question what else might be lurking in Diddy's past. Kanye's suggestion that Diddy had previously struck a deal with law enforcement to avoid legal repercussions seems even more relevant now as Diddy's legal battles begin to unfold. Kanye's allegations that Diddy is, in fact, a Fed have taken on a new weight with the current legal situation. In the video, Kanye makes it clear that he believes Diddy's wealth and influence were preserved by collaborating with authorities in a deal that kept him out of jail. According to Kanye, Diddy had to pull cards on other celebrities, blackmailing them to maintain his own freedom and position in the industry. The notion that powerful figures in the entertainment industry could be involved in secret deals with law enforcement is a conspiracy that has swirled around for years. However, Kanye's comments, made before Diddy's arrest, seem eerily prescient to some fans, adding fuel to the theory that Diddy has been involved in darker dealings behind the scenes for much longer than anyone realized. For Kanye, the accusations were part of a broader narrative about power, influence, and manipulation within the music industry. Throughout the Drink Champs interview, Ye expressed frustration with how the entertainment world operates, suggesting that many celebrities are controlled or manipulated by forces outside their control, namely, by those who have struck deals to protect themselves at the expense of others. In the clip, Kanye frames Diddy as part of this corrupt system, accusing him of using his influence to pull strings in the background and maintain his public image, all while working with law enforcement to keep himself out of trouble.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote, if you have one, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, can't tell that one either.
I think Ashton Kutcher's problematic because if you recall, he and his wife defended Danny Masterson, who is a violent serial rapist.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused.
Ashton Kutcher, the beloved actor known for his roles in That 70s Show and 2.5 Men, now finds himself in the middle of another controversy following the resurfacing of a 2019 interview clip where he made cryptic comments about attending Sean Diddy Combs' infamous parties. Kutcher, who has long been friends with Diddy, is facing growing backlash as the public digs deeper into his connection with the recently indicted music mogul, who is facing federal charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and kidnapping. Many are now wondering just how much Kutcher knew about the troubling events that allegedly took place at Diddy's parties, and whether he participated in them. The resurfaced video in question was taken from Kutcher's appearance on the popular YouTube show Hot Ones in 2019. During the interview, host Sean Evans asked Kutcher about his experience attending Diddy's notorious parties.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote, if you have one, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, can't tell that one either. Like actually cycling through them. There was one moment, so it's not really a party story.
While his comments seemed lighthearted at the time, the context surrounding them has drastically changed in light of recent revelations about Diddy's parties. The rapper has been accused of hosting wild, drug-fueled gatherings known as freak-offs, where attendees were allegedly coerced into participating in sexual acts. These accusations, which are part of the 14-page indictment against Diddy, have shed a dark light on what went on behind the scenes at these events. The FBI conducted raids on Diddy's properties in both Beverly Hills and Miami in March, leading to his arrest in New York on September 16th. As more details about Diddy's alleged crimes emerge, Kutcher's flippant remarks from the Hot Ones interview have sparked outrage among fans and critics alike, with many questioning how much Kutcher really knew about what was happening at these parties and whether he was complicit in any way. Given Kutcher's close friendship with Diddy and his comments about attending the mogul's gatherings, some fans are beginning to suspect that the actor may have turned a blind eye to the troubling behavior that allegedly took place. One Twitter user wrote, "The more I hear about Ashton Kutcher, the more I dislike him," reflecting a growing sentiment that Kutcher's participation in or knowledge of these events is deeply troubling. Another commented, "Not a good look," criticizing Kutcher for laughing off what may have been far more serious than he let on. The backlash against Kutcher has been compounded by his involvement in another scandal earlier this year, in which he and his wife, Mila Kunis, wrote character letters defending their longtime friend and former That 70s Show co-star Danny Masterson. Masterson was convicted of raping 2 women in 2003 and was sentenced to 30 years to life in prison. Kutcher's letter, along with Kunis's, praised Masterson's character and asked the judge for leniency in sentencing. Their support for Masterson outraged the public, as many viewed the couple's defense of a convicted rapist as callous and out of touch with the severity of the crimes.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
In the wake of the backlash, Kutcher stepped down as chairman of the board of Thorn, an anti-child sex abuse organization that he co-founded with his ex-wife, Demi Moore.
I think Ashton Kutcher's problematic because if you recall, he and his wife defended Danny Masterson, who is a violent serial rapist.
After the public outcry, Kutcher and Kunis issued an apology via Instagram, stating that their letters were not meant to undermine the experiences of Masterson's victims, but rather to speak to the positive side of their friend. Now, with Kutcher's name tied to the allegations against Diddy, many are calling for the actor to speak up about what he knew or witnessed at Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. His refusal to address the matter so far has only fueled speculation that he may be hiding something. While there is no direct evidence linking Kutcher to the criminal behavior alleged in Diddy's indictment, his comments from the Hot Ones interview, combined with his history of defending Masterson, Kutcher's friendship with Diddy goes back many years, and the two have been seen partying together on numerous occasions. The cryptic nature of Kutcher's remarks about Diddy's parties, where he suggested that he had stories he couldn't share, has led many to believe that he might have been aware of the more unsavory activities taking place at these events. In light of the charges Diddy now faces, some are asking whether Kutcher's refusal to share details was an attempt to protect not only Diddy, but also himself.
All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
The freak-offs that Diddy hosts have become central to conspiracy theories about his involvement in occult rituals. Let me tell you why. These events, as described as sexually charged, secretive gatherings, are modern-day occult ceremonies where participants engage in ritualistic acts to gain power and favor from dark forces. Have you ever heard the term, "they sold their soul to the devil"? It's quite a popular phrase in Hollywood among actors and musicians. Oftentimes, a random person will gain instant overnight fame and achieve instant luxuries and wealth.
People sold their souls to Diddy. And then they're mad now because the hazing process was a little bit rougher than they thought.
These conspiracy theories claim that these freak-offs are not just hedonistic parties, but ritualistic gatherings where symbolic acts are performed to invoke Baphomet and secure continued success.
And so I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet, that to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his ass ring.
Cat Williams, the outspoken comedian and actor, has long been a figure known for his controversial takes on the entertainment industry, especially regarding the secretive, powerful elites who he claims control Hollywood. Over the years, Williams has garnered attention for his bold accusations, suggesting that many high-profile figures in Hollywood are engaged in occult practices and satanic rituals to maintain their power and influence. His critiques, which often delve into conspiracy territory, have sparked widespread discussions and fueled ongoing rumors about the dark underbelly of the entertainment industry. Recently, Williams has been particularly vocal about 2024 being a year of exposure for these Hollywood elites, claiming that their alleged involvement in satanic rituals and corrupt practices will finally be brought to light.
So I knew that both of those things will become popular. Calling people the goat would be normalized over the sheep being always the most popular reference.
This theory ties into a broader narrative that suggests that powerful individuals in the entertainment world are part of secret societies, such as the Illuminati, where occult rituals, including the invocation of Baphomet, are supposedly carried out in exchange for continued fame and fortune. According to Williams, the truth about these elites and their alleged dark practices is on the verge of being exposed, and he believes that 2024 is a crucial turning point for this reckoning.
All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
Conspiracy theorists argue that the extreme nature of these freak-offs, combined with their secrecy, aligns with the traditional structure of occult rituals. In many ancient and modern occult practices, rituals involving sexual energy, secrecy, and symbolic offerings are believed to be powerful ways of channeling dark forces and invoking supernatural entities like Baphomet. In this context, Diddy's freak-offs are seen not just as expressions of wealth and excess, but as essential components of a larger ritual framework designed to maintain his influence and power in the entertainment industry.